हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग टू एवरीबॉडी। कैसे हो? कैसा है? मजा है। ओके। आज हम डीएनए फिंगरप्रिंटिंग, दिस इज अ फॉरेंसिक टेक्निक्स के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। ओके, तो लेट अस स्टार्ट with the discussion on DNA fingerprinting. The DNA fingerprinting is a forensic technique which is used to identify the individuals by characteristics of their DNA. These techniques also used to for especially for identification by extracting and identifying the base pair pattern of an individual's DNA. That means the base pair pattern of an individual's is is variable in shape and size, variable in length. बेस पैटर्न ये अलग अलग होता है, even though the DNA is same in all organism, but the base pair pattern is totally different. On that basis, this forensic technology which develop that forensic technology is known as a DNA fingerprinting. That's why the DNA fingerprinting is also known as DNA typing, genetic engineering, and DNA profiling. Then it was Eric Jeffrey in 1984 at Leicester University, UK, as a form of genetic analysis. He developed a forensic technology. That's why he is known as a father of DNA fingerprinting. DNA fingerprinting first used in the law courts of England in 1987 to convict a man in rape cases. It has now been used successfully in many crimes and paternity cases in worldwide. In shortly, DNA fingerprinting, which is uses to find out the rapist, to find out the criminals, to find out the disputed parentage between the mother and father. And this forensic technology which is evolved, which is come in the England in 1987 to convict a man in a rape case. It is a techniques which is used by the scientists to distinguish between the individuals of the same species using only samples of their DNA. This DNA fingerprinting, we already learn about this DNA fingerprinting which is useful for to find out the rapist, to find out the criminals, to find out the disputed parentage. Rather than this, to establish the paternity and parentage, to identify the victim of war, to identify the victims of war and large-scale disasters, to study the biodiversity of species, to track the genetically modified crops, to settle immigration disputes. This DNA fingerprinting which applied. The DNA fingerprinting which is applied at the laboratory, at the center, that center which is located in Hyderabad in Andhra Pradesh, India. That center is known as a CDFD. CDFD. CDFD means what? The Center for DNA Fingerprinting and Diagnostic. Is a technology company which is based out of Taltur, Surjaiguda, Namphali, Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, India. Now this center is also known as a CCMB Hyderabad. CCMB Hyderabad means what? Center for Cellular Microbiology. यहाँ पर डीएनए फिंगरप्रिंटिंग की लैब है, जहाँ उस लैब को बोलते हैं CDFD, दैट इज सेंटर फॉर डीएनए फिंगरप्रिंटिंग एंड डायग्नोस्टिक। डीएनए फिंगरप्रिंटिंग का यूज किस लिए है? टू फाइंड आउट द रेपिस्ट। अगर जहाँ पर कुछ इलीगल रेपिस्ट होता है, रेपिस्ट, टू फाइंड आउट द रेपिस्ट, टू फाइंड आउट द क्रिमिनल्स, टू फाइंड आउट द पेरेंटेज बिटवीन द मदर एंड फादर, इन के लिए डीएनए फिंगरप्रिंटिंग इज यूजफुल है। And it is also useful to establish the paternity and parentage, to identify the victim of farm and large-scale disaster, to study the biodiversity of species, to track genetically modified crops, to settle immigration disputes. Okay, are you getting? Then let us start the short story of DNA fingerprinting. At Narborov, Leicestershire, the place which is located at UK, there were 2 rape cases with murder took place. Then Buckland, 14 years old, was arrested. But he was not the criminal. Then Alex Zepri, who called the father of DNA fingerprinting, collected the killer blood sample and analyzed its type in enzyme. Then he also analyzed about 4,582 males blood sample. Only 10% gave positive result. Then Colin Pitchfork, 27 years old, he refused for test and sent Kelly instead. And later, one suspect in the world to be identified. This is the short story of DNA fingerprinting. The DNA fingerprinting, which is based on the VNTR, variable number of tandem repeats. This VNTR, that is the repetitive sequences, which is very identical to each and every individuals. हर एक इंडिविजुअल्स में अपना दिस इज आइडेंटिकल कैरेक्टर्स होता है. दैट मीन्स इट हैज ए shape, it has length of the pattern, it shows the bands, which is totally different in individuals to individuals. It is a very specific. That's why the DNA fingerprinting is possible. You know, DNA is what? DNA is a genetic material, hereditary materials, which is located on the chromosomes. Then the mother's chromosomes extracted DNA and father's chromosome extracted DNA. The mother's chromosome has different bands, that is known as a VNTR, and father's chromosome DNA has such type of bands. That band is known as a VNTR. VNTR, that means variable number of tandem repeats. This is a repetitive sequence. The repetitive sequence, it is the small parts of DNA vary in length individuals to individuals. The chances 30,000 millions to 1, except for identical twins, monozygotic twins. This repetitive sequence are variable in length from individuals to individuals. That's why DNA fingerprinting is possible. These satellite types of DNA, there are microsatellite DNA or mini satellite DNA or macrosatellite DNA. Microsatellite DNA is also known as a STRs, that is small tandem repeat sequences, short, or it is known as a short tandem repeat sequences that consist of 1 to 9 repeating sequences. Then this microsatellites is tandem repeat sequences with monomers repeats length of 10 to 100 base pairs. It has rich G and C bases, guanine and cytosine bases. Microsatellites, it has A and T bases, that is adenine and thymine bases. This microsatellites is also known as SSR, that is simple sequence repeats, or it is also known as a STR, short tandem repeats. Macrosatellites is also known as a variable number tandem repeats, VNTR. VNTR analysis is also being used to study the genetic diversity and breeding patterns in populations of wild and domesticated animals. As such, VNTR can be used to distinguish the strain of bacterial pathogens. In this microbial forensic context, such assays are usually called it as MLVA, that means multiple loci VNTR analysis. You know that this is the Indian, that is the father of Indian DNA fingerprinting. That name is Dr. Lalji Singh. He born in Jaunpur 1947. He was an alumnus of Banaras Hindu University. His irreplaceable contribution to field of DNA fingerprinting, that's why he is known as a father of Indian DNA fingerprinting. The father of Indian DNA fingerprinting is Dr. Lalji Singh. He also worked on wildlife conservation forensic, molecular basis of sex determination and evolution, migration of humans. He was associated with various scientific and research institutes in different capacities, including being appointed as 4th Director of CCMB, Center for Cellular Microbiology, which is held at Hyderabad. In recognition on his contribution to Indian science and technology, he was awarded the Padma Shri in 2004. This is a proud for India. He is a father of Indian DNA fingerprinting. That is Dr. Lalji Singh. The DNA fingerprinting, the father of DNA fingerprinting is actually Alec Jeffrey, Sir Dr. Alec Jeffrey. For the process of DNA fingerprinting in the lab, the following steps are involved. First step is sample collection. Second one is DNA extraction. Third one is DNA cutting. Fourth one is PCR, that is known as a polymerase chain reaction. Fifth one is gel electrophoresis. Sixth one is southern blotting, and seventh one is autoradiography. The 7 steps which involved in the DNA fingerprinting. The process begins with the sample of individuals is called a reference sample. The most desirable methods of collecting a reference sample is used in the buccal swab, and this reduces the possibility of contamination. If the buccal swab not required, then the following samples can be taken. Blood is a sample, can be taken for the DNA fingerprinting. In body tissue cells, it is also a sample for the DNA fingerprinting. Semen, in rape cases, it is also a sample for DNA fingerprinting. Hair roots, which has a less number of DNA, and it can be multiplied by with the help of PCR, polymerase chain reaction. And saliva, that is a buccal swab, it is the most important sample. It is a reference sample for the DNA fingerprinting. There are 5 samples can be taken for the process of DNA fingerprinting. Are you getting? समझ में आया है? चलो आगे बढ़े. This is a methodology. In methodology, samples collected, that is buccal swab, blood, semen, body tissues, then hair roots. This is the samples. From these samples, DNA samples which is collected, and that is known as a DNA extraction. Then extracted DNA is a single stranded, and the single stranded DNA which is cut into many pieces by helping the scissor endonucleases, that the scissor enzymes, that is known as a restriction endonucleases. In laboratory, artificial restriction enzymes may be used, that is EcoRI1. This is one type of biological scissor. Biological scissor is also known as a restriction endonucleases. Restriction enzymes are called biological scissor. With the help of this biological scissor, the DNA can cut into many fragmented. The many fragments may be large, may be short. Then after this fragment can be separated with the help of technique that is known as a gel electrophoresis. With the help of gel electrophoresis, the fragments which is separated, long fragments and short fragments will separate it out. Then it is transferred to membrane, then incubated with label probes, then X-ray diffraction study, then afterward we got a film that is known as a DNA fingerprint. Let us see. This is a DNA fingerprinting's first method, that is a polymerase chain reaction. With the help of this polymerase chain reaction, if the less DNA which obtained through the sample, then it can be multiplied by this technique that is known as a polymerase chain reaction. Polymerase chain reaction, the denaturation, annealing and extension, 3 steps which involved. In first cycle, after first of all denaturation at particular temperature or a particular heat, then annealing of primer, annealing of DNA, an extension of tag DNA primer, then the double copy which converted into 4, म्हणजे 2 which converted into 4, then 4 converted into 8, 8 converted into 16, 16 converted into 32, 32 converted into 64. Likewise, the multiple copies which is obtained through this technique that is known as a polymerase chain reaction. This is a electrophoresis equipment. With the help of the electrophoresis equipment, the cut DNA, fragments DNA, which has a smaller fragments, which has a larger fragments, can be separated through this technique that is known as a gel electrophoresis. and it has anode and cathode. Anode has positive charge, cathode has negative charge. DNA of the different sizes can be inserted into the instrument equipment and it is separated through this technique that is known as a gel electrophoresis. Agrogel can be used in these techniques. That's why this technique is known as agrogel electrophoresis. Then afterwards, this plates, that means which has a DNA, that is this DNA papers, nitrocellulose filter papers, which has a shorter DNA, which has a longer DNA, which is placed, which is ready for the southern blotting. In southern blotting, such type of arrangements are there for to absorb the gel on the nitrocellulose filter papers and imprints the DNA fragments, imprints on the DNA fragments, imprints on it, on the papers. That's why such arrangements are there in the southern blotting. In southern blotting, this is a tray which has a gel. Then after gel is overlaid by the membrane, that is the nitrocellulose filter paper. Then it is also overlaid by the filter paper. Then again overlaid by tissue paper. Then glass plates. Then afterward 0.7 kg weight also placed on it. Such type of arrangement which takes place into the southern blotting techniques. Blotting, not a blotting. First of all, blotting, B-L-O-T-I-N-G, blotting, double T-I-N-G. Then afterwards, this before going to X-ray diffraction, it is hybridized and washed with the water and annealing the 32 DNA probe, that is known as a probing. And probing, after the probing, then it is ready for the X-ray diffraction study. In the X-ray diffraction study, such type of filter blots which found and the papers which protect the such type of bands, these are the bands. Look at the bands. Suppose the victims, this is the victims, and yes stand for the sample from the crime scenes, जहाँ क्राइम हुआ है वहाँ से सैंपल कलेक्ट किया. Then yes for the sample from the crime scenes, and S1, S2, S3, these are the suspect 1, suspect 2 and suspect 3, which is proceed for the DNA fingerprinting, and we obtain the S1 is a exact match with the yes, that is a sample from the crime scenes. That's why this is the exact bands which appears into the S1 and the suspect or criminals which identified. Let us see in the second diagram. This is the crime scenes X-ray film and suspect 1 and suspect 2. Suspect 2 exactly match with the crime scenes. That's why suspect 2 is a rapist, criminals, or it may be parentage between the, or it is maybe the disputed parentage, or the result can be obtained. Then here paternity test. There is the 4 samples from the 4 individuals. Mother samples which has a such type of bands, that is the V and TR. Then son has such type of bands. Then possible fathers has such type of bands, and possible father B has such type of bands on the DNA, on the VNTR, that is known as VNTR. But the mothers, these bands which is transmitted into their child, this is, look at that, these bands, and from the possible father A, this band which appears into their child. That's why this is mothers and father, these are the official mother father of this child. There is a match between one of the child restriction fragment, these are the restriction fragments, and one of the mother's fragments. That's why this case is confirmed. Let us see in second diagram the mothers, child and fathers. From mothers 5, these restriction fragments from fathers. That's why these are the official father of this child. That means the hereditary material which is transmitted from mother as well as father. Then this application of the DNA fingerprinting is like skin fingerprinting. DNA fingerprinting can be helped to distinguish the one human beings from another with exception of monozygotic twins. Then paternity maternity dispute. DNA fingerprinting can be identified the real genetic mother and father and the offspring. Human lineage. DNA from various probable is being studied to find out the human lineage. Hereditary diseases, actually this DNA fingerprinting which evolved to identify the genes connected with the hereditary diseases or genetic diseases. It can be help in the forensic to detect of crime and legal pursuits, and it is also useful. It is applicable in sociology, that is to identify the racial groups, their origin, historical migration and invention. Then this is the advantages. DNA profiling is an ideal method for confirming an identity with absolute certainty. It is easy and painless to obtain a specimen for testing. A thorough scientific test can be conducted in as little as 48 hours. DNA testing is affordable and reliable. These are the advantages. Now we look at the disadvantages. A DNA test should be run multiple samples. These are disadvantages. At least twice. For diagnosis, collect 4 samples and the lab runs every test twice to avoid the false reading. This is the disadvantages, but advantages are more. Then other types of DNA fingerprinting methods are, first we will discuss, that is the gel electrophoresis. Second one is RFLP, that is the restriction fragment length polymerase. Then fourth one is AFLP, that is amplified fragment length polymerase. Then RAPD, that means the random amplification polymorphic DNA. Then SSR, that is a single sequence repeats. And fourth one is ISR, that is inter simple sequence repeats. The RAPD, SSR, ISR, these are the PCR based, and non-PCR based is RFLD, restriction fragment length polymerase. The PCR product were separated by electrophoresis in 1.5% agar gel using buffer, and different bands are produced. These are the different types of DNA fingerprinting methods. This is the advantages and disadvantages of the other methods. Now the conclusion of the DNA fingerprinting is DNA analysis remains the key to linking suspect to biological evidences and to identify the individuals in crimes and disasters, to establish of the paternity in custody and child support litigation. DNA profiling is used to diagnose the inheritable disorders and human diseases. These are the references. Thank you very much.